everybody. Today we are going to be having a talk about what has been going on with me, where I have been, as well as I want to give an update about Oceanside roleplay. Nothing has really changed when it comes to that. I just want to make sure that I'm super clear when it comes to this. So, what has been going on? Where have I been? So, this is a very long story, and I will do my best to try to make it short, but, it's been quite a bit of a rough couple months for me. And that's something that I haven't really talked before, but it almost seems like nowadays, especially, everybody kind of has this problem in their own way, one way or another, and that is depression. Especially for me personally, when it comes to the winter cold months, that's kind of when things are really bad for me. There are a couple days to where, I don't want to go to work, I just want to sit in my bed, go to sleep, sleep for the rest of the day. I just don't want to do anything. And, I had this problem for a couple years now, and, I'm slowly working on how to overcome this. But, with the current situation that's been going on, hasn't made things very easy. So my job that I'm working at is barely cutting it. I've kind of thought about, maybe moving back to trucking. I was making a lot more money. You guys don't know what I'm doing now. I am a custodian at a local high school here, and so it's not the greatest amount of money at all. And it's barely cutting it. I'm barely making it. There's weeks at a time to where I'll go without food, or I have very little food, or just no money at all. I'm just having to try to figure things out. Now I'm okay. I always figure things out. How to make sure I'm able to eat and stuff like that. But it just hasn't been easy. That's just kind of one of the things alone that makes depression very, very difficult, and kind of makes it worse. Almost seems impossible to ever, be able to change anything. Um, so, moving on to, the job itself, working as a custodian, it can, of course, not the most sanitary job at all, but, it can be, stressful in itself, making sure you are doing things efficiently, doing things right, and making sure things are done. And like I said, that can be stressful in itself. So I'm slowly trying to overcome this. I just slowly have to try to figure out what I'm doing here. So that's kind of what has been going on. Now when it comes to oceanside roleplay, nothing has changed, like I said, when it comes to this. I have not been active at all over there. I sort of have left the community. Well, I haven't really left. I'm still a part of the community, but I'm just, haven't done anything with it for the past couple months now. And there's several reasons to this. The first reason is, kind of, how things are over there. I've been kind of weird to see, if things would change, for rules to be ironed out and stuff like that, for things to be improved and better over there. And, you know, kind of, one of the things that really became an issue for me, and things that I just really disliked about this, is the live RP that they started to implement. Now, when they first implement this, we had no idea really where this was going. I don't think they really did either. So I'll give them benefit down of that. But, when things sort of slowly started to switch to this, all the former, you know, community members, we kind of got left in the dust. We kind of, just wasn't told really anything. We just, had to play the biggest game of catch up ever. We were just lost, and a lot of members left after this. In fact, when it came to patrol wise, after this rules and when you started to implement this, patrol got really quiet. You saw members, I had friends in there from after hours roleplay. that old community that, unfortunately no longer exists. I wish it did. I miss those old days. But, they all left. They, thought this was kind of, just not their thing. And I kind of started to feel this way as well. Um, Kind of the one thing that, I really did not agree with and do not agree with is the requirement of patrol. And the law enforcement side, we have a 2 hour requirement that we have to meet each month. It may not sound like a lot, but when it was first made, as I said, we had, ton of members leaving, and patrol was very quiet. Before we were having patrols almost every night, almost a full silver, and now it's just gotten really, really quiet. You can barely, um, you know, get into any patrol, and it made things very difficult to meet, requirements there. So that kind of didn't really make any sense. Now things are probably fixed, with new members coming in and stuff like that. But that's just another way that, former members just got left in the dust there. They didn't really, they didn't really consider about us very much. They didn't give us time to catch up at all. Um, One of the things was that they implemented was everybody in the community had to be a civ now. New members, all that had to be a civ. And they went from 30 to 14 days that you can, go into doing the law enforcement and stuff like that. They had to wait. Um, law enforcement kind of became, sort of similar to like a real job. And, mind you, this is a video game. This is not a real job. This is not real life. We're all here to, play a video game, play a hobby. And, when it becomes interfering with real life, you kind of have to step aside. Oh, is this something I really want to do? Um, so I just, this became, kind of annoying. It just, like, why did this have to go this route? Why does it have to be, trying to interfere with life? Real life to be exact. It just was really, really confusing. And when it came to even, filling out certain forms, like for legal services and stuff like that, say if you, wanted to better a law in our penal code or something like that, and, you know, you or like or you just wanted to put in a law that you thought should be in there. You had to fill out a form, and then the administration would, they would kind of, I think they would like vote on it or something like that, and then they will either I don't think they gave you an answer. You just possibly never see it, or you would see it in the penal code. So I tried to fill out a form one time, and this was before I, did any civilian work. I didn't even have a civilian character. They kind of didn't really force it, but everybody, you kind of just had to do it if you wanted to fill out certain things like this. One of the things was, they tried to put in addresses. They didn't have an address system at all for this. I don't think this even still do. But they were having you put in addresses. I'm asking questions. They don't even know kind of what you need to put in there. So that form became very difficult to fill out because you just really didn't know what to put in there. They wanted you to put it in character. It just, a lot of this was just in character, which just drives you nuts. It just, like, why is this necessary? Why does this have to happen? And that's just something that I just did not get. So, this a whole bunch of stuff that I am just not agreeing with right now. So, I'm just kind of waiting for things to iron out and kind of fix themselves and just see where it goes with all this. But, that's kind of what's been going on with Oceanside Roleplay. I do not plan on, doing anything like any patrols or anything for them for a while now until I can kind of figure out what to do. When it comes to other RP servers, I don't really know. Don't mind that. That's just my cat in the background. But when it comes to other RP servers, I've been kind of looking into it, but I don't really know at this point. I've just been sort of taking a break. So, that's kind of what has been going on with, everything. I do plan on being more active, maybe a couple of videos a week or so like that, but I will let you guys know, kind of what happens with this and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.